Hey everybody, clearing. All right, we're going to dive into a divine masculine check-in and see what is the plan they're working on. What are they working on? What do they feel encouraged by, that they're aware their plan is moving in the direction of? How do I word that? So what is it that they're working on solving, and where do they think it's going? And what would they like you to know or be aware of or do at this time? If they could wave their magic wand and have you perfectly in sync with what they're up to, what would that look like? What would their wish be? I'm not saying this is what you should do, viewer, but this is what they would want. So we'll at least get their perspective. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. I saw 11 or 111. What are these divine masculines working on? What is their plan? Where do they think it's going? And what do they want their divine feminine to keep in mind or be doing at this time? All right, conscious mind about the connection. Knight of Cups. They're working on self-love. Oh, I regret my actions, I just heard. I wish I had been further along in the past. I wish I loved myself and felt more confident. So what I'm getting is that they had general patterns at play in their life. When you met them, they were stuck in a rut. They were showing up the same way that they did with other people, places, things, and it was coming from a wounded place. Yeah. It's like you immediately broke them out of their patterns when you came into their life. So they're working on stopping that habit of being in a bad attitude, in victim mode, is what I'm really getting in the core of this, is that I heard there is a God. Like when they first saw your smile, the first time they saw your smile, it shook them out of their delusion that love didn't exist. Ooh, what would they want you to know about this? The sun. Ain't no sunshine when you're gone. Literally, there is something to do with the sweetness they saw in you. For whatever that means, it snapped them out of the feeling, that hardened feeling like love didn't exist and life was just heaviness, burden, struggle, all that. What can we see for how they're thinking of you? Three of Cups, Lord of Abundance. You have helped encourage them to apply themselves, is what I heard, and to ask for higher guidance in order to bring this flow and ease into their own life. So they're working on staying in an optimistic energy, and they're seeing that's drawing them closer to their connection to source. They don't want you to have to do anything. It's like, just be you, be in the flow, and trust. You're already such an inspiration to this person. It's like, yes, they're fascinated by what you'll do next and how you choose to live your life, but you don't have to do anything to earn their adoration. What is this person working on in the heart space? The Blasted Tower. Wow, so they are going through this transformation where we saw those patterns they were in when they met you, and the things that they are now realizing have been sabotaging but misaligned. It's making them a more competent, financially secure, committed person. They're seeing how they were in weak energy when they were sort of disrespecting people is what I'm hearing. So I'm getting a player vibe running through multiple people for some, not really taking the consideration of people's feelings into account because they were not loving themselves. So this is changing. What would they have you know about it? They're working on it. They see you working on yourself and not accepting scraps. They see your standards have risen. You are a huge measure for this in their life. What can we see on the Heart of Hearts, the High Priestess? So they literally know that you, I'm saying literally again, they know that you have mercy and humility, and that you channel straight from source and see their spirit, not their shortcomings. And they've had to protect you from their shortcomings because they knew that they were still in weak energy. This is why there is a separation, because they're working on themselves to become impeccably authentic. They don't want to taint your energy with their inability to meet you there. And they know that you would take them as they are. They don't want to disappoint you or themselves by, I heard, breaking the fast of this separation prematurely. What is the advice here? Let the transformation unfold. The wait will be worth it. What are these masculines wishing to manifest? The Knight of Wands, actual passion, swiftness, Lord of Flame and Lightning. So this is that player energy, but they don't want just the instant gratification. They want actual electric connection for real. They want to open their heart and come out of scarcity. So there was a scarcity mindset at play that kept them playing small. I heard using people, not really being emotionally available. There is a connection here with their emotions unthawing, their heart opening, that's allowing for authentic passion to come in, not just instant gratification. What would they have you know here? They were abandoning themselves. So it wasn't you that they abandoned. You felt abandoned because they were habitually abandoning themselves in connections, in patterns, in numbing. And so it wasn't you they rejected. You picked up on this core wound in them. And they know that you would have been adversely affected by it. So what I'm hearing is they understand this is the human affliction in codependent relationships, is when people aren't healed, they bring down everyone with the ship. They haven't wanted to do that to you. I'm hearing them saying, acknowledge my strength in this. Embrace it. Feel honored. Feel loved. I couldn't do that to you. What can we see for the action these masculines are wanting to take? Princess of Cups, surrendering, and the Princess of Cups to clarify it. So I mentioned this card has two swans that mate for life. So the actions they're taking are surrendering to this process. Their intuition told them that they didn't want to be something that happened to you. And now they're trusting that because you are who they are, you are who you are, and this thing is not, you can't say or do the wrong thing with the right person. They're starting to find the solace within the connection. I'm truly believing you love me for who I am. And part of that is me loving you for who you are and for how I can as we continue to grow. So the spaciousness that you are affording this person is allowing them to really sink into their healing and to actually feel like they can redeem themselves as a person, as a soul. Oh, I heard holy matrimony. In the 3D, they want this to be a holy connection. Even if you think of your person as somebody who is kind of renegade or rebellious or not living in alignment for whatever reason, they want to course correct because of you. What can we see? Or because of the opportunity and love that they feel they're being given here. What can we see for the biggest challenge that these masculines are facing? The devil, the lords of gates, the gates of matter, and the empress. It's this, I heard claim to fame, but illusion. There's something that they're working on regarding their gifts, their talents, their material success, and they know they're a master manifester. Like, they really can crack the codes and defy logic, and they know the rules don't apply to them in some regard, but it still feels a bit hollow. If I don't have love, what do I have? They're starting to feel the longing in the distance here. They're starting to feel that if they continue to have single focus with their abundance, they're getting further from you now. It's ironic because you've inspired them to become this best version of themselves in part, but they also see the longer that they focus only on making something of themselves, that is that they are, taken away from the very person that they would like to be coming closer to. So that's the challenge. What would they want you to know? Emperor, they're trying to figure it out. This is the embodiment of all the kings. So they are undergoing this massive transformation. The Emperor and the Empress. You've been one step ahead of me, I just heard. And they want to be able to create that safe container for you. They want you to be able to look up to them the way that they have looked up to you. I'm hearing them saying and acknowledging that you've energetically and emotionally birthed them into their highest potential, and they want to repay that by committing for life, I'm hearing. But they don't want to do it while there is still the potential that they can't pull through. What is the solution to this? To have progress with their abandonment wound. They're really closely looking at their tendencies to sabotage and push you away, or push certain good things for them away out of fear. They want to protect you. I'm hearing that the tables are turning from wanting to save you from themselves to wanting to be physically able to create provision and protection in your daily life. That is so beautiful. What would they have you know about this? Oh, look at that. That they really mean it. It's hitting them. It's ironic that they thought they had to protect you from themselves. But even just that awareness at how much they care to protect you that way is softening their heart to wanting to apply it in more than just a fantasy way. It's very melodramatic to think about them really wanting to protect you from themselves so greatly. They want to get over their abandonment wounds, their fragility, their faith issues. They did not believe love existed. This is really hitting them in a genuine way because love does exist. They know that to be true because of you. didn't deserve you to stay with me through all of this. I just heard. You have been a channel of divine love for this person. When everyone else turned their back, you remained. You've proven love does exist. I'm so lucky, I just heard. So they really want to get over that bad attitude of telling themselves that love is unattainable, and they want to show you that they do believe that you love them. They want to show you that they see your pure heart of gold. What is the direction in the near future? What are they working on? King of Cups, that's the emotion. Yeah, they're taking this time to find the truth of their emotions. They're very much taking accountability in this reading. These masculines are seeing their own patterns of sabotage, but they are understanding how much love they have actually had for you, that they've wanted to protect you. So I'm hearing this differs from the people, if they were in player energy, the people that they consumed. It differs that way because they actually didn't have this same emotional respect for those individuals. They still do feel a lot of guilt and shame as they're seeing how much of a wrecking ball they were in multiple people's lives. It's a lot for them to take accountability for, but you were the only one that handled them with grace, I just heard. So that's going to be very specific. What is your advice from them? Wow, we got another back-to-back card. Give them the space to do this. Look at that, those two. The odds of that happening, everybody, that's absolutely mind-blowing. And so everything is exactly the way that it's meant to be right now. Allow your masculine to come to these full embodied awarenesses, feminines, because this really is them owning the love that they have to give, the love that they have for you. They believe in love. Okay, many blessings. Oh, and guess what? We're so close to 20,000. Like literally, I think we're at 19,982 now. Yeah, so I'm giving away 3 coaching packages or 3 coaching sessions in one package. Once that happens, you'll get instructions on how to enter that. It's going to be a comment on the video that announces it. And then I will choose with a random generator the comment that wins that coaching. I'm so excited. I feel like it's very close, actually. I'm sure it's going to happen in December. And okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.